so wild and you swim so free. Heaven above and the sea below, and a little white whale on the go. Baby beluga, baby beluga, is the water warm? Is your mama home with you?
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Yeah, boy.
I was a man with nothing left to lose but my own life. But what's a life to lose when it's as hollow as their lies? The British Crown commissioned me to fight their pointless war, but fighting wasn't quite enough, I wanted something more. After weeks of battle on the seas of blazing, burning hell, we fought the evil Spaniards and the dirty Dutch as well. I naturally requested to become a privateer, and as my wish was granted, I with black intent could steer. Out to sea, to sink the ships of royalty. Load 'em guns with hate against the world. Out to sea, to follow up on destiny. The time has come to hoist our colors black. Little did the British know I obtained identity. I became what I was meant to be in the trade of piracy. And soon I had a letter of marque from every royal crown. We plundered towns and looted gold from every ship around. A golden age of riches and gains, no one the wiser were. Too busy fighting each and one, too blind to see the cur. The rise of mighty pirates, no quarter we would give. And as we saw another ship, together we would sing. Out to sea, to sink the ships of royalty. Load 'em guns with hate against the world. Out to sea, to follow up on destiny. The time has come one night we came upon a British man of war. They hailed us in to speak to us on behalf of Port Royal. The governor was eager to a share of Coney claim, a hefty share of 9/10 to the British royal reign. Outraged by the boldest, frankly non-negotiable terms, I cut him up, his gut went out like an open can of worms. The men were shocked and baffled, yes, we took them by surprise. The greediness of the king would be his grandest ship's demise. Oh, to sea, to sink the ships of royalty. Lord and guns would hate against the world. Out to sea, to follow up on destiny. Time has come to hoist our colors back. But all the things of good come to an end someday. We men of fortune surely live the jolly way, 'cause the life at sea will be the last we know. We men of fortune show that life is more than gold.
There's not a thing wrong with the ship, in fact she is just fine. But there would be some changes if this vessel it were mine. Nothing unrealistic or too drastic or severe, just some subtle tweaks to improve the atmosphere.
I would have a great big deck plated in solid gold. 'Cause being teased about my little deck is really getting old. I'd sail from South Tortuga all the way up to Quebec. And in each port I'd shout, "Hey sailor, wanna ride my great big deck?"
It's enormous! It's okay. It's okay.
There's not a thing wrong with the ship, in fact she is just fine. But there would be some changes if this vessel it were mine. Nothing unrealistic or too drastic or severe, just some subtle tweaks to improve the atmosphere.
Let's see, I'd get rid of all the water from down in the ballast hold.
But we'll tip over.
And replace it with some good dark rum, where it can stay nice and cold. Every man aboard the ship can drink until he's had his fill. And the only rule that we'd enforce is that no one's allowed to spill. How about that? Take
And
that.
then you replace it later.
There's not a thing wrong with the ship, in fact she is just fine. But there would be some changes if this vessel it were mine. Nothing unrealistic or too drastic or severe. Just some subtle tweaks to improve the atmosphere.
I'd strip her down just to a rudder, a mast and a wheel.
Minimalism.
I'd make her long and hard and hollow and cover her in steel. She'd be a giant floating cannon, no need for cabins or walls. And everyone would shiver when they saw the size of my balls.
You've seen them. They're huge.
There's not a thing wrong with the ship, in fact she is just fine. But there would be some changes if this vessel it were mine. Nothing unrealistic or too drastic or severe. Just some subtle tweaks to improve the atmosphere.
I'd replace the bunks and hammocks with big four-poster beds.
Okay.
And I'd get rid of most of the crew,
Wait.
like you lot,
Wait.
and hire trollops on instead. She would be a floating brothel, and I'd be her captain bold. And I'd have more fun than any pirate, and I'd make a lot more gold.
Sure.
There's not a thing wrong with the ship, in fact she is just fine. But there would be some changes if this vessel it were mine. Nothing unrealistic or too drastic or severe. Just some subtle tweaks to improve the atmosphere.
I'd get rid of all the sails, find something better than the wind.
What?
Perhaps some sort of intermittent combustion engine with reciprocating pistons and a fuel source based on heat. We could... Oh, forget it, you mooks. Let's go with Devin's brothel plan. Wouldn't that be sweet?
There's not a thing wrong with the ship, in fact she is just fine. But there would be some changes if this vessel